Hey guys, welcome to the first season recap of 2022 for winter. So, I made things. Let's start with the crochet things. I made those mittens as a gift for my grandma, and she ended up not wearing them. She gave them back to me, and I got quite a few wear out of them when I was biking around, and I like them. I still have a lot of yarn leftovers, so hopefully I'll make others next year and she will have better made ones. But yeah, that's a win. And crochet, what else? I finished this adorable amigo to me by Yanchenko, and also made him some accessories, and I made him some earmuffs because I adore earmuffs. I wear mine. It's been 11 years since I had my earmuffs. I adore them, wear them all winter long, so I thought it would be a fun accessory. I'm gonna show you the picture of how it's supposed to look like, but I had this gorgeous what color will you call this? It's not red, it's purple yarn, aubergine, I would say. And people are like, oh, it looks like a Harry Potter sweater, like a Ron Weasley sweater. And indeed, there's an R too, because it's called Renee. But I love this little fella, and it's gonna be on a shelf away from my cat, hopefully, keeping me company. Then I think that's it for the crochet projects. Now, knitting wise, I learned brioche, finally, and also learned double decrease and double increase, leaning left, leaning right. And okay, the shape is terrible because I did not block this because I have no yarn left. So this was just about learning the stitch. So happy I did. I used Texture by Eric Knight. Got this for Christmas. And she had a pattern for a scarf, but I will need so much more yarn to do it. So maybe next winter. Then I made two hats. So I first made this one, and I learned fisherman ribs, and it suits me perfectly. Made this for my sister, and I have a small head. This was a bit too small for her. It does not cover my hair here completely, her ears. So I made another one longer, and this one you can wear it, well, just like so. So it has a bit of a puff behind, which is great when I have my hair in a bun. But also you can just do wear it like this. And again, when you wear it like this, it's a bit short. But I haven't seen my sister since January, so she probably will get this one for next winter. For now, it's gonna stay in my closet, and this one is gonna stay a tiny bit longer with me because it's still a bit chilly where I live, so it's nice to have this one to grab. And oh, that reminds me, there is another crochet project I finished, and that's a grey jumper. But my sister has it. I was able to give it to her and finish it in January. So knitting, back to knitting, I finished my first jumper, which I started in January 2021. Took me a year to finish this. Okay, so it's not perfect. It isn't. It has holes. My God, it does. Then I stitch it up and it doesn't line properly, and I'll talk more about that in a crochet confession video about sweaters. But I'm so happy it's done. It's acrylic. I'm not gonna wear it outside a lot. I think it's oversized. It was from Wool Addict second book. It's the Game Changer pattern, and I think it was, well, was it fitting? You know, it's like it's very long, so you get to practice your stitch. So it's long to complete. It's 4mm, 4.5mm needles, so it takes a long time, but you really get to learn about it. And it's oversized, so my gauge was probably off, but it's still fine. So I'm happy to be able to wear something I made. Oh my god, so exciting. So I'm gonna put the ends, sew the ends in, and I'm gonna wear it probably this week because it's still a bit chilly, like I said. Then last thing I was working on was another jumper, same yarn, smaller needles, terrible idea. So I did the front and the back pattern. Then I did the sleeves, and my gauge was right, but weirdly sleeves are way too long, and I still need to shape them, so I can't just stop them here. I have to rib quite a long part of the sleeves, I think. So I was a bit discouraged after working for so long on this. So again, I will talk about it more in my sweater video. But for now, I'm giving it a rest, putting it aside, because I want to start some spring knitting and crocheting. So let's talk about those. So let's talk about my plan for springs. First, to finish this little amigurumi boy, which is from this book, Amigurumi Circus. I talked about it in my last video. The yarn was and the pattern was sent by a friend of mine, so I want to finish him. But also, I want to keep going with my Pick-a-Paw collection and start with Victor the Frog. So I do have the yarn already, and I can't wait to start it. I love the patterns, I love the look of little plushies. Oh my god, I'm so excited to get back into crochet too, because I've been missing it. Knitting is fun for Gannon and all, but I did a few bits of crochet for him. I mainly had to sew him up, but I did the scarf and I realized I still adore crochet. So don't worry, I'm not gonna completely switch to knitting, I'm still gonna crochet. Then third thing, if I have time, I want to crochet some of those plants. I got this book quite early in my crochet journey and I wasn't able to complete anything. It was a bit too difficult for me at the time, but now I feel like I can tackle this. And I already got those little pots. I already did this. This was the simple part last year, so it fits perfectly. I just have to do the plant. And also for Christmas I got this little teacup. It's called Ship, I think. I don't know the English name. And I don't want to use him to just drink tea and coffee because the paint job looks a bit sloppy, so I'm afraid if I wash him too much it's gonna fade. So I either want to put a real plant in there or a fake one. So we'll see what I do with that. But that's like if I have a bit of time. It's not top of the priority list. Then yeah, that's my crochet plan. Now for knitting. First one, I'm gonna use this yarn, this Isla yarn by Zeman, to make a jumper. I'm gonna put the picture. It's from autumn and fall, well, fall and autumn to 21-22, but it still fits. The vibe fits spring for me because of the color of the yarn, so I'm happy about that, and can't wait to start this one because it's bigger yarn, so it's gonna go much faster, hopefully. Second one, I picked up this yarn last year too, and it's DMC Brio, beautiful color effect yarn, and I'm looking for a pattern. I found this one, but my gauge is off. Found this one, and not sure. I don't know. I really need to find the right gauge, but I want to be able to wear it over a white shirt. I think it will look fantastic. And I did start swatching. So my swatching is quite small, but look how weird it is. I thought it would be more like stripes, and it's not. So I have no idea. So I don't know how it will look actually. I guess I'll have to knit it up and tell you, but like the ball looks fabulous, and I need to do something with this. Then the last one I want to do is a gift for my sister. We saw this in a shop in Lille, so not where I live, and I didn't ask for the pattern, and I should have, because I cannot find a pattern like this one anywhere, so I have to do my own. And I picked this yarn by Fil Venus, and it has tiny sparkles. I want to knit it up with bigger needles at the recommended size, so it's very light and airy. But I'm a bit scared because I have to draft my own thing, which is not something I plan to do until like one more year into knitting, having more knowledge about it. But that's how you learn, you know, you have to jump in at one point. Anyway, that was my quick video about what I did in winter, what I planned for spring, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!